Hey there, it is Friday night and we are going back to basics with Filipino cooking. So the dish I chose for today is called tortang corned beef recipe. That basically translates to corned beef omelette. So here are the ingredients. 1 can corned beef. So I chose this brand today. This is a New Zealand brand. It is very delicious. It's a well-trusted brand. And after I found this, I don't eat any other corned beef. And I hardly eat corned beef, so when I do, I would like to feature it for one of my recipes. So 6 eggs. I have it in a mixing bowl here. All right. 1 small potato. Of course, it's here. But I already have cooked it and cubed it for this dish. So I did about 4 minutes in the microwave and it's soft enough to peel and cut into cubes. All right, next one is 4 cloves of garlic. There you go. 1/2 small onion. If you like less onions, that is okay. But this is kind of the minimal. You don't want the onions to overtake your dish. 1/2 teaspoon salt, tiny teaspoon, and tomatoes on the side, and of course cover it with patis. These do not go in the omelet, it's just some condiment on the side. So let's get started. So I have my 14-inch skillet here that I got for Bed Bath & Beyond, and the trick to this is cooking the corned beef first. So I'm actually going to go ahead and put a little bit of oil in the pot and start adding my garlic, adding my onion, go ahead and get it cooking. And this is another one of my favorite dishes growing up. I think it's one of the iconic dishes of the Philippines. And maybe you'll recognize it once it's cooked. So I actually would like to go ahead and put in the corned beef. And cook that down a little bit. So this is a very, I would say, fatty piece of processed meat. So I don't eat it all the time. And if we do, we divide it all up within the family. Because of course it's a processed meat, but Filipino cooking loves corned beef, spam, pop, sausage. I'm just going to keep moving it around just a little bit. Go ahead and mix up all the ingredients. So basic ingredients for a delicious meal. What I'm going to do is lower down the fire here. I'm going to whisk up the eggs for the omelet. Add the salt to the omelet. We are going to take it out of the pot here and put it into the egg. Just get started on our omelet. So if I did it opposite, put cold corned beef into the egg, it might not have turned out so good because the corned beef will still be cold upon finish. Okay, and what I'm going to do here is add just a little bit more oil. And then start adding the corned beef omelet. And I'll just cook 3 for now. Make them a little bit circular, make them a little bit more pretty. And I am 6 minutes into the video and I'm trying to keep my videos under 10 minutes. So let's see what happens here. It's coming along well. Ooh, pops. So there is no editing in this video, so what pops, pops. Okay, so I'm just going to check the bottom here. This is the tricky part. You want them stiff enough on the bottom that you can easily flip it. How's it going here? Almost done. So I'll let that sit for a couple more seconds there. Got a good view of it there. So one ingredient that you can add or leave out is the cubed potatoes. This just gives it a feeling of a little bit of fullness in the recipe, but if you would like to go keto or low carb, you can leave out the potatoes, but this dish traditionally has potatoes. All right, let's see if we can flip this. Let's see if I can get a successful flip. All right, looks pretty good. That was one flip, 2 flips, 3 flips. So it worked. So let that sit for a couple of minutes there, and I'll bring it up close to the camera for you to get a good view of it. And it's coming along well. Like I said, this is one of my favorite dishes growing up, and I just love this dish with some rice, side of tomatoes, and just a little bit of fish sauce on the side with the tomatoes. I asked my daughter, come and watch me cook, and she said, I will just watch your video, Mommy. And I remembered, and I said, that's right, you can just watch my video. So if any of my kids want to cook something, all they have to do is watch my video and say, oh yeah, I remember that. She did try to teach me to cook that. So I hope that they retain something from all this hard work that I'm putting in my videos. Okay. All right, it looks pretty good. And just like that, I have 3 tortang corned beef. And then we'll add the tomatoes on the side. So delicious. This is what I call the real meal prep. All right. Thank you for listening.